Hi, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to welcome everyone to our speech presentation today. First, let us introduce ourselves.
My name is Quỳnh, a student in class 8A3.
And I'm Balan, a student in class 8A1. And we are from Quỳnh Secondary School.
Okay, first, let me ask you some questions. Have you ever felt happy or have you ever made someone happy?
Do you think happiness is the same for you as it is for other people?
And does it even make a difference in our lives?
And have you ever taken the time to think about whether what you consider happiness is really happiness? Or are you simply confused between great emotions and happiness?
We did. And welcome to the speaking contest real life in the school year 2021-2022. We will clarify and state our position on this topic. So let's get started.
How much money do you have right now? Is it enough to make you happy? Well, some people think that if they have a lot of money, they will have everything, including happiness. Which emphasizes the great important value of money.
We understand this may be true that being rich led to happiness, but it's only in certain aspects of life and not always. I don't completely deny it. Happiness is not a choice. You cannot choose happiness or control it when you are too poor.
You have probably heard quotes like, happiness is a choice, or something like that. They were meant to highlight the notion that you have control over how you feel in any circumstance. But for us, it's not true.
What they actually convey is that you have control over what you think, but there are a big difference between what you think and how you feel. Sometimes you might want to, but you can't control how you feel because happiness is emotion. You cannot choose to be happy when your dog just died or your doctor just diagnosed you with a chronic illness. And I believe that who have been experienced it best understanding this feeling.
You feel how you feel when you feel it. And feeling communicate by words like be happy or think happy thoughts. Happiness is not always an option, but positive thinking is always an active choice to be happy. In fact, happiness has a pretty important role in our life, and it can have a huge impact on how we live our life. Although we have yet to define a definition or framework for happiness, over time we have come up with a general hypothesis that follows.
Happiness is always exists around our life in many forms. Happiness is an emotion. Emotion, as a rule, are fleeting. In other words, happiness sometimes having fun, or something like getting a better job, falling in love, or buying the newest gadget like TV or smartphone. But those kind of things only provide a burst of happiness.
So, the question is, why do we pursue happiness when it's just a fleeting emotion? I've heard the saying from Dan Harris, an American journalist, that pursuit of happiness becomes our unhappiness. When he asked the people around him that what their ultimate goal in life is, they probably answer something that being rich, getting a new house, starting a family, or traveling around the world. And when I asked why they would want to achieve those goals, they eventually replied, to be happy.
Happiness is behind every human goal and desire to achieve something that everybody seems to be aiming for, and this can call the achievement of happiness. So the question is, how can something as vague as happiness become the ultimate goal of people in their life?
Are we wasting our time looking for happiness? Why would I ask such a strange question? Haven't I just started that happiness is what moves us? Isn't true happiness that everyone wants to achieve? To be proudly claim at the end of their day that I'm a happy person. Then why would looking for happiness be a waste of time?
The question hints at the answer. We can obtain more money, a relaxed time, and a safe environment. But we can obtain happiness the same way we can obtain wisdom or betterness. And if we know we can be happy the same way we can be wise, we can be better, or we can be loving. So the next question is, what can we do to be happy?
First, anything we do could set up the happy state of being, like I said earlier. If we are conscious of what we're doing and really experience the whole set of feelings through our actions, we discover that happiness is among them. So, happiness is our state of being. It's not something out there waiting to be found and claimed. It has been within us, intrinsic to our resisting this whole time.
Knowing this, we discover some other interesting things. When we are truly happy, we want others to be happy. And the more we make others happy, the happier we become. In fact, it's yes. So Lan, what's make you happy?
I think that I feel really, really, really happy when I cook for my family. And you, what makes you happy?
I think that I feel happy when I watch my favorite movie with my mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how about you? What makes you happy?
Our presentation is in here.
Thank you for your listening and attention.